A lot of people know what e-waste is, right? It's a shortcut for electronic waste. Basically, anything with a plug, battery, or a circuit board that you no longer use and intend to get rid of. We use that term mostly when talking about laptops or phones, because those are the ones that easily become e-waste over time. Simply because manufacturers intend to release them to the public and expect them to become unusable over time. Not unusable by any means, but old model immediately means not interesting for a lot of people. And by the release of newer models of technology every year, these 1 or 2 years old laptops, for example, become just furniture for your house after you buy the newer one. But what if your e-waste, or let's call it old technology that you bought, is not only 1 or 2 years old, but 20 years old? Here where a lot of people start arguing. Some say that it's e-waste and belongs to the trash, and some says that it's never been e-waste and has always been usable no matter how old it's got. Now let's be a bit realistic here and have some transparency with each other. Let's say you buy an Apple product in 2024 and Apple released a newer model in 2025. You went to the Apple store and bought that laptop that is 1 year newer than your old device. That doesn't mean in any way that your old laptop is e-waste, just because it's 1 year older. And the same logic applies to the products that are 5 or 10 or even 20 years old, simply because that piece of technology still works just fine. Let's take the 2006 MacBook as an example, a laptop that was released as a premium product that not everyone could afford back in the days. And today, almost 2 decades later, it's something you might find somewhere in the trash. And that's exactly what happened with my 2006 MacBook. Somebody used this for a couple of years since its release. The hard drive died at some points and was replaced with a new one. And then the exact same MacBook was used for a couple more years until the hard drive died again. So what the owner decided to do is basically placing it next to a bin. A bit of time later, the MacBook was found and kept somewhere collecting dust, until finally it made its way to someone in the flea market in my city, who sold it to me for $10. The moral of the story is that anything you throw in the bin will make its way to the market once again, and that's all the e-waste you think is unusable is someone else's future electronic products. Want proof? Simply go to Google and type the name of a 10 or 20 or even 30-year-old piece of electronic, and you will find tons of posts, comments, and videos about the exact same thing. People are still interested in old products, despite its age and lack of usability. What I'm trying to say here is that e-waste will always be e-waste. Yes, but e-waste plus some creativity and a bit of time and energy will give us a whole different thing. So never throw your old device, instead give it a chance. And if you don't want to give it any more chances, then sell it. Somebody out there will make it usable once again. The script of this video was really fun to type, because I used my old laptop to do so, and you cannot believe the amounts of nostalgia and fun that I had doing this. Really recommend it. But before I end this video, I have one more question. What was the thing that you bought as e-waste and turned out to be something really cool? Let me know in the comments. And as always, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.